Hey everyone, my name is Mason Blaisdell, Realtor here in the Austin area with Mark Martin and Company. So one of the most common questions I get from pretty much every buyer I ever work with is about the lending side of the process. So I'm super excited to be here with Kristin Clardy from Network Funding. She's a lender here in the local area, and she's kind of here to answer some of the questions that I hear more than anything else. So Kristin, one of the first that I hear, probably seriously more than anything else, is I'm a year out from buying a house. What should I do to prepare? What can I expect as far as down payment? What kind of options as far as interest? What does a pre-qualified process look like? You know, if I was a year out from buying a house, what would you recommend someone do?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, and we hear that a lot as well. So if you're a year out from buying, first thing you're going to want to do is monitor your credit. Make sure we're looking for a credit score above 620. Optimally, we would like you at a 720, but we can go all the way down to a 580. But monitor your credit, no late payments. Don't go out and open up a bunch of new credit either. You're going to want a debt to income ratio is very important when getting pre-qualified for a home loan.
So don't buy a big car.
Talk to your mortgage lender before you do.
Yeah.
You know, if we're a year out, we can kind of help guide you. We'd love to start working with people a year in advance. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to save for a down payment, let's say a first-time home buyer, they're usually the ones that have these kind of questions because they haven't done this process before.
Right.
If you're a first-time home buyer, what kind of down payment and such do you need to prepare for?
Well, the good news is you don't need 20% down like a lot of people think. That's a big misconception. So 3% down on a conventional loan for a first-time home buyer is all you really need. 3.5% down for an FHA. We also have down payment assistance options available to you through the state. And so you could get in without any down payment.
Okay, what would qualify you for such a thing?
Well, you need a 620 credit score. You do need to be a first-time home buyer. There are some income limits to the down payment assistance programs, to some of them there's not. So talk to me and then I can help guide you through that.
Always the best advice.
Right.
So I'm also curious then too, what does it look like as far as the different loan programs? You mentioned FHA, there's conventional. If you're a veteran, you can get VA loan.
Absolutely.
What do those look like? What's different about them? And what kind of person would fall into each category for each one?
Sure. So FHA loans, 3.5% down. The big difference between that and a conventional is you would have mortgage insurance on an FHA loan for the life of the loan. On a conventional loan, you have mortgage insurance only up until you reach a 20% loan to value. So once you have 80% equity in the property, then you would not have mortgage insurance any longer. So that can save you $100, $200 a month.
Significant, yeah.
Absolutely. To qualify for a conventional loan, you need to have that 620 credit score or higher. FHA is 580 or higher. So it just depends. Looking at your credit profile, I'll help you decide what's the best option for you.
Yeah, and then for someone that's self-employed,
right.
I deal with a lot of that. That's a lot trickier of a process to go through. Someone that's self-employed, what would you guys look for as far as that stuff goes?
Well, it's not a lot more difficult. It's just, it's a little bit more paperwork for us. So we want to look at tax returns, right? We want to make sure that you're not writing off all of your income.
Yeah.
So we really need to show income on that, especially if you're somebody who's self-employed, you want to get to your lender quickly. If you're 1 year out, so that we can help you prepare and take a look at those taxes and just see where you are today.
Yeah, that's one thing I see very, very often. Someone to come to me, they own their own business and they do write off everything, which is very common, and there's good tax advantages to it. But it does make it a little bit more complicated for you.
It does.
Of course. If you have any questions, Kristin, where can people find you?
People can find me at 512-921-6055 or shoot me an email at kristin.clardy@nflp.com.
Awesome. And you're licensed in 18 different states?
I am.
So even if you're outside the Austin area, contact her. She's done a great job for lots of my clients, and so thank you very much for coming on and chatting with us today. Of course, if you are looking for anything buying or selling in the greater Austin area, give me a call. Again, my number is 512-983-7331. I'd love to see what we can do for you as far as that stuff goes. But anyways, thank you so much again, and we will catch you guys in the next one.